Ahead on 12 News, mission accomplished. A Brooklyn Park athlete celebrates a life of hard work. Then, a picture-perfect way to sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. But first, a workplace tragedy that's hard to comprehend.
I'm just shocked, just blown away by this.
12 News starts right now. A workplace shooting tragedy has stunned a Minneapolis neighborhood close to the Golden Valley border.
The shooting also required a large response and included help from Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center police. A man police identified as 36-year-old Andrew Engeldinger had been fired from his job at Accent Signage Thursday morning. He returned that afternoon, shooting and killing 4 people and injuring at least 4 others before taking his own life. Among the dead was the company's founder, Reuven Rahimim, an Israeli-born entrepreneur who started the signage company in his basement. The company created Braille signs used all over the world, including at the White House. Also killed was UPS driver Keith Baczynski of Spring Lake Park, who by all media accounts happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. The workplace shooting required a large police response.
Reporter Delane Cleveland talked with Brooklyn Park police, who happened to be training SWAT team members when the shooting happened.
Shortly after 4:30 p.m. Thursday, a swarm of police officers descended upon the Bryn Mawr neighborhood of North Minneapolis in response to a workplace shooting.
It is very unusual, and we have not had anything like this in the city of Minneapolis. This is a very safe neighborhood.
When the unexpected occurs, local police exercise their mutual aid agreements and call in reinforcements. Brooklyn Park Police Inspector Todd Milburn said the city's SWAT team was actually training at the time of the shooting.
Our officers were in place, ready to go, with equipment in hand, and they were wearing what they needed, and so they were able to respond very quickly and efficiently.
Milburn says the officers who made their way to Minneapolis were placed in standby mode to help as needed.
They did not actively participate in the scene itself, but you always take away something from situations like this, and you prepare yourself, and you're adequately trained for another situation that may arise down the road.
Meanwhile, others are left to deal with a senseless tragedy.
I'm just shocked, just blown away by this.
Congressman Keith Ellison had just toured Accent Signage last month. He was friends with company founder Reuven Rahimim.
Just prayers for my friend Reuven, who lost his life in this horrible tragedy, and his family. Prayers for his son, who's carrying on, and also the shooter's family, who I have not talked to yet, but I know them, one of them, and they're fine people.
They'll join countless others in mourning Thursday's shooting victims.
Prayers for all of us, and hopefully we'll find the resolve to act to try to prevent these kind of tragedies in the future.
Congressman Ellison went on to say that this incident and similar tragedies around the nation highlight the need for, quote, sane, rational gun control. And Mike and Alex, Ellison also expressed a need for greater investment in America's mental health system.
All right, Delane Cleveland reporting. Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman is stepping up his opposition to the voter ID amendment with an online video.
We should do everything to enhance the voting capacities of people who are eligible to vote and not reduce them.
In the video, Mike Freeman says voting crimes are rare in Minnesota, but when it does happen, his office has prosecuted those cases. He says the $50 million cost of the voter ID amendment could be better spent elsewhere. On the other side of the issue, proponents say that cost estimate is too high, and they claim fraud is easy to commit in voting, so it's unclear what goes undetected.
The start of the school year led to an increase in hiring for many Minnesota schools, but locally, hiring levels in the Osseo School District are down. The school district hired 62 teachers this fall to fill existing positions that were left open by retirements or resignations. In previous years, the district typically hires around 125 teachers each fall to account for those retirements and existing vacancies. Overall hiring in the Osseo district is down as the school district deals with declining enrollments.
A Brooklyn Park athlete is celebrating some impressive hardware, and he credits a Golden Valley Physical Rehab Center for helping him get there. Ian Lynch won a bronze medal as a member of the USA Paralympic men's wheelchair basketball team. It's the best result the team has had since the 2000 Paralympics in Sydney. For Ian, it's a tremendous achievement. He was hit by a car when he was just 8 years old, He's played basketball in a wheelchair ever since.
Wheelchair basketball is it's a growing sport, but it's also a real established sport. There's a lot of good players. And so to finish in this position, I'm really proud of it.
Ian says the bronze medal is a testament to the Courage Center in Golden Valley, which helped him, not only him, but others grow as athletes. Ian now plays professionally in Italy. Other local Paralympic athletes who took home hardware include 2 swimmers. Justin Zook of Plymouth set a world record in the 100-meter backstroke this summer, and Hopkins High School grad Anna Ames won silver in the 4x100-meter freestyle relay. The Courage Center celebrated the accomplishments of Minnesota Paralympians on Thursday night. Well, coming up, 2 ways to see a burst of color.
One way you can see right now, and the other is worth the wait. And later in sports, we're putting on our running shoes to catch some highlights from the Osseo Invitational cross-country meet.
But first, it's your AccuWeather forecast.
This time of year, Mother Nature is giving us a show.
And the Three Rivers Park District is giving you a fun chance to check it out. The Fall Color Tram Tour is back at Elm Creek Park Reserve in Maple Grove. Visitors take a 50-minute ride through the park's woods and wetlands to see all the colorful trees there. Even though some leaves have changed color a little early this year, park officials say this is still the perfect time to enjoy the scenery.
And it's a great family activity because the tram, the course that they go on is a little bit longer ride. So if it gives a chance for some younger kids, a chance to ride through the park and really see the colors.
The tours run this weekend and next. Reservations are required, so you can call ahead 559-6700 for reservations. Many gardeners are always looking ahead to the next season.
So before they put their gardens to bed for the winter, they're planting bulbs to bloom in the spring. Renee Vanneau has quick tips on how to do it right in today's garden segment.
In the garden.
As your garden goes from bright to brown,
this is the time of year where our gardens are kind of tired.
Jamie Sled says it's time to prepare your spring color palette.
Think about the different colors that you'd like to see in your garden, the different textures, and also be sure to think about bloom time.
Flower bulbs come in different sizes.
Now, what's really important when you're planting a bulb is to know which is the bottom part of the bulb. Here you can see the roots, and this is the top. The top always goes first.
You can place smaller bulbs about 3 inches apart. Bigger bulbs need a bit more room.
We find that next year, as they are growing, if they're crowded, they don't have the opportunity to get the air to circulate through them. That's important, and that can cause different viruses, different insects, things like that.
Don't put fertilizer directly on the bulb or it'll burn. Work it into the soil instead.
One of the biggest concerns when planting bulbs is keeping animals away from them. That's why you want to get some sort of fencing material or chicken wire to lay over top of the bulbs after you've planted them.
I'll tuck it in.
Keep the screen there until you see shoots poke out of the soil, and remember to water until the ground is frozen so the bulbs will have a good start growing before the spring. In the garden, Renee Vanneau, 12 News.
And Sled says you should make sure that you buy bulbs that are appropriate for our climate, which is in Zone 4. You may have played a game of dodgeball on the playground, but boy, has it come a long way.
To show you a first-of-its-kind dodgeball event taking place in Plymouth.
And I'm Jay Wilcox in Brooklyn Park. Stay tuned, we'll preview Park Center's homecoming football game with Armstrong up next in sports.
Good reason to be all pumped up if you're a Friday night high school football fan, because there is plenty of that tonight.
That's right, homecoming, Friday Night Lights, right?
It's fun, and it's the night to come home, right, for the Park Center alum. It is week 5 of the regular season in high school football and homecoming night at Park Center. That's where our Jay Wilcox is standing by with a preview of the Park Center Armstrong game. Jay?
Thanks, John, and I am with Bill Hunstock, our Channel 12 football analyst, and Bill, Park Center and Armstrong both had a little bit of tough years. Park Center did get one non-conference win, but what makes it exciting is both come into tonight saying, okay, this could be the time. This might be the night when we get a chance for a good win.
Oh, absolutely. It's a conference game, so both teams are fighting for a position in a conference. Both teams, like you said, believe they have a chance to win, even though their records aren't great. And they're pretty evenly matched. They both have strengths and weaknesses that the other team's hoping to exploit, so it should be an interesting game.
And homecoming week at Park Center too, and you know, when there are a lot of kids around, it's only natural they want to come out and show up well in front of their home fans here tonight too.
Oh, absolutely. The energy level is a little bit higher. Homecoming week is always an exciting week. There's other things going on at school other than just the football game, but the football game tends to be the culmination of the whole week. So I think the Park Center kids will be playing with a little bit more energy, maybe a little more vim and vigor than the Armstrong kids, but who knows? That's what we play it for.
Sometimes by the midpoint of the season, week 5, you might be worrying about weather. This is more like week 1 weather, though, here tonight. Just about perfect here, a great temperature and not a whole lot of wind as the Falcons and the Pirates get set to kick off here. An early kickoff at 5 o'clock, and we'll be with you live on Channel 12 for tonight's Pirates-Falcons game. Back to you, John.
All right, thanks a lot to Jay and Bill. And again, you can watch the game live at 5 o'clock today or replays of it Saturday night at 8:30 and 11 p.m. For the first time in many years, Osseo hosted a cross-country meet Thursday. Elm Creek, the place to be for CC runners. And former longtime Orioles coach Jim Dean gets the girls' race started, and it's a close finish. In the red and white, Centennial's Megan Keenholz edges Jane Body of North St. Paul for the win. After another North St. Paul runner, Armstrong's Anna Nakpor and Hannah Rudd are 4th and 5th, respectively, on a good day for the Falcons girls. Cooper's Natalie Kessler is next in 6th place. Then it's the boys' turn on the 5,000-meter course. Jonathan Keller is the first of 4 straight Centennial runners to cross as they dominate. Armstrong's John Delaney and Nathan Comer are 5th and 6th. And host Osseo's first runner is Alex Naughton, who places 8th overall. The Centennial boys roll to an easy win with Armstrong 2nd and Osseo 3rd. Cooper is 5th and Maple Grove 6th. Centennial and Armstrong tie for the girls' title with Centennial winning the tiebreaker. Osseo, Cooper, and Maple Grove finish 4, 5, and 6. In girls soccer, Wayzata is trying to keep pace with Minnetonka with a late conference lead. Second meeting of the season between the Trojans and the Hornets. First half, a Wayzata free kick by Kylie Schwartz, headed in by Katie Schultz. That makes it 1-0 Trojans. Second half, Schwartz's pass into the middle ends up on the foot of Olivia Musser. She buries the shot, and it's 2-0 Wayzata. Mara Doherty makes a nice save off the corner kick and gets the shutout. Wayzata wins it over Edina 2-0. In the boys' match, scoreless through the first half, but Wayzata strikes in the second. Chase Haller, long pass in, and when Edina can't clear the ball, Derek Jackway places a nice shot just over the goalie. 1-0 Trojans. That's the final. The Trojans host Hopkins on Tuesday. In volleyball, Champlin Park faced one of their big rivals Thursday night and one of the co-leaders in the Northwest Suburban Conference. The Rebels hosting Anoka. Anoka on the far side in game 1. Megan Lindenfelser goes over the block and gets the point. And then off the Rebels serve. Nice back set there. Kelsey Green gets the kill. 15-10 Tornadoes. Brittany Larson drops in a nice float serve for an ace for Champlin Park, but the Rebels fall 25-16 in game 1. To game 2, off the serve by Sis. The Rebels can't get the pass on target, and it's a point for the Tornadoes. Soft hands by the Tornadoes on this play, and Cassie Green tips it to the outside as they pull out a 25-21 win in game 2. Champlin Park's in scramble mode on this point. In game 3, they get the point. Caitlin Kearns with the kill. But it's Anoka taking this one as well. They set up Cassie Green for the kill as the Tornadoes sweep the Rebels. And that's a look at sports for today.
All right, thanks a lot, John. In Local Vote 2012, we finish up our look at state Senate candidates with a race that's a rematch.
In Senate District 46, DFL incumbent Ron Latz defeated Republican Paul Schofield 2 years ago. This year, they are both back on the ballot.
I would like to thank those of you in St. Louis Park, Hopkins, and Golden Valley for the confidence you have placed in me to represent you in the state Senate over the last 6 years. With redistricting, Senate District 46 now includes those communities plus Medicine Lake and a portion of Plymouth. Over the last 6 years, I have visited with many of you in the community, at town hall meetings, and at the Capitol. You have continued to express your ideas and concerns through letters, emails, and phone calls. I have heard you and will continue to work hard and fight for the priorities that you value: good paying jobs, quality education, affordable health care, reliable transportation, fairness, and justice. I'm asking for your vote on November 6th so that I can keep working hard for our community and its priorities.
I'm Paul Schofield, and I'm running to be your District 46 Senator representing Hopkins, St. Louis Park, Golden Valley, Plymouth, and Medicine Lake. For the past 9 years, my opponent, Ron Latz, has authored and voted for laws, taxes, and regulations that grew Minnesota's government, burdened our taxpayers, and drove away profitable businesses and their jobs. I will work to change that. In particular, I will work to reduce the incestuous influence that government unions have on government. Unions like MAPE, Education Minnesota, AFSCME, and SEIU. Instead, I will work for you. This November 6th, please vote for me, Paul Schofield, to be your District 46 Senator.
Next week, we will be hearing from candidates running to represent the Northwest Metro on the Hennepin County Board. And a reminder, you can see all of the candidate profiles on our website now through Election Day. Just go to 12.tv. Well, still to come, why play dodgeball on the ground when you can play it in the air?
The unique event you can see in Plymouth when we come back.
The 15th annual Plymouth on Parade takes place Saturday morning along Plymouth Boulevard. It is the final parade of the season here in the Northwest Metro. There are two grand marshals, both from the U.S. Paralympic swim team that brought home 41 medals from the London Games this summer. One is the head coach, the other is a swimmer who won 4 medals, including 3 gold medals. It all gets going at 11:30 Saturday morning, and there we are. No, we'll be in that
well,
truck.
That was last year, yeah, Jay and Delane, but we'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow, and we're hoping for great weather.
Yes, it's always a good parade. Nice one, nice fall way to end the summer.
Yeah, we're hoping to see a lot of you out there as well. Well, finally, a first-of-its-kind competition taking place this weekend in Plymouth.
The first ever World 3D Dodgeball Championship takes place Saturday at 4. So what is 3D dodgeball? Well, as you see here, it's sort of like regular dodgeball, but it involves trampolines. About 20 teams will be competing to be the best dodgeball team in Minnesota. It's an intense competition. The winning team goes on to the Nationals and a chance at a $25,000 prize.
Oh my gosh,
so,
that adds a whole new dimension.
Yeah, in case you're not at the parade, hey, give that a try, right?
Right.
That's it for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
Stay with us. Community Corner is coming up next, and we'll see you back here Monday. Have a great weekend.